Hey, what's up guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2025 Spider-Man Retro Card Waves Spider-Boy. I am so happy to have found this. I did a little bit of toy hunting and found this the old-fashioned way. They only had 2 figures there, and I'm happy that I was able to snag at least the Spider-Boy. And big thanks again to Nerd Zone for letting me get this Electro right here, which I'm not sure which one I'm reviewing first or not, so this may seem weird. May have already opened this up on the channel, but not yet in real life. I don't know. This looks pretty dope already. Nice product shot right over there. Then we have the other figures from the wave, and there's a read-up over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. All right, nothing on the top or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's the Spider-Boy out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I am mostly underwhelmed. I'm just a little bit bummed out because this body just feels very old on this figure. I'm very happy to have this character. I really do like the character a lot, but damn. It's an updated, older body mold over here, and the accessories, oh man. Yeah, the accessories I really think is where Hasbro fell short on this release, so let's go ahead and start off looking at those, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So the figure comes with 2 head sculpts, which I do like, and yeah, I'm not going to say I hate everything about this figure. There are things about it that I do like, but this character does not have web shooters, so that was a huge letdown. I really wish, and look at all of these images of Spider-Boy with wide open hands. Like, just go on the internet, type in Spider-Boy, you're going to see a shitload of pictures of Spider-Boy with wide open hands. And yes, there is this one cover where he has the web shooters, and yes, there's this panel where he jokingly has the thwipping gesture, but he does not have web shooters. I wish he had wide open hands instead. The paint does look pretty clean though, and the fist hands are cool. So he's going to be displayed with these fist hands, and then he has his little backpack right here for his monster mode leg storage. So his legs and abdomen hide inside there when he's not all monstered out, which actually looks pretty nice and ports comfortably to the back of the figure right over there, so you can just leave that there forever. I do love Dan Slott's writing, and I do love this character. Bailey Briggs, from what I understand, is from a different dimension that doesn't exist anymore, and now he's in the 616, and he is Spider-Man's sidekick, and he has his own interesting villains, and he was trained by Daredevil and Spider-Man in that other dimension. I didn't catch that into the Spider-Verse series where he was introduced, but I have been reading his title. I really like the sculpt and paint of this, and if you can get the reflection of your lights right in those eyes, that could look really neat. So I really do like this head sculpt, and I really like this head sculpt as well. This is him in his monster mode. We never really see him go full monster. I believe it's his clone that goes full monster, and that's how we know what he looks like, but he's basically, you know, like a spider. The teeth came out looking pretty good on this. I do like it, yeah, and again, those eyes look dope, so I really do appreciate that. Now this body mold, it is retooled from the last young body that we got like this, but it's not exactly the same. You can see the musculature is similar, and the shoulders are different, and of course we have pinless joints this time. The muscle definition is different on this older figure, but it feels like this figure. Like when you're holding it and posing it around, it totally feels like this one. Butterfly joints would have been really nice to have. Getting a ball joint down here at the waist or a diaphragm cut would have been nice, so we'll get into articulation more in just a minute, but I gotta say the logo right here doesn't look accurate from what I remember. Just it's supposed to look a little bit more big time, right? It's a little bit more linear with these, but it's not way off. But the pinless joints really do go a ways with this one because we have the red on the inside and the blue on the outside. So yeah, having big old fat blue pins would have sucked to see there. You can see the hip joints are newly sculpted. That's different, and the legs don't have any paint on them or anything like that. The backpack, again, looks really good with the eyes and everything, and the silver and the gold plastic. There's, well, there's literally nothing painted underneath it. You can see we have the sneakers right over here. I don't know sneakers at all, but they look like real sneakers, and we'll get into the articulation very soon. I'm actually a lot less disappointed in what Hasbro did with these than I was expecting. I thought it would be way worse. Interesting seeing the peg holes towards the tippy toes, though. It's usually at the heel. So yeah, the figure really feels like the old Miles Morales figure. I know we have updates over here, but still, it just just feels way too familiar. Anyway, I do love that head articulation. That's great. And you can move the head down, rotate side to side, and pivots just a little bit. Would have been nice to get butterfly joints. I know it's a small figure, but still, I feel like it could have been happening. Ooh, that was an email. And then you can see the shoulders will move up all the way up and move all the way in, which is great. Rotate the shoulders all the way around, and then you get the bicep swivel right here, and the double jointed elbows work out really well. All the hands turn side to side, hinge up and down. Be careful with these bicep joints. There's a thin amount of plastic in there. You get the ab crunch forward, you get the ab crunch back that much, that straight waist cut right over there. Hips move outward, heel kick forward that far and back a little bit. Upper thigh cut, the pinless double jointed knees work out really well. I love that we have the calf swivel. Took a while for these knees to get loosened up. There were moments where I felt like I was going to pop this shin off of the figure, so yeah, be mindful of that. Now, looking at the ankles, I thought this was going to turn out way worse. You can turn them side to side. They will move down really nicely, and I am surprised to see them move up that far. That is pretty damn cool. So I'm stoked for that. He just doesn't really have ankle pivot, and that's where I was like really worried about it. You could see it could move just a tiny bit, but that's not a lot of ankle pivot there at all. So that does bum me out some, but the ankles did come out better than I thought they would. And to measure out this figure, you could see that Spider-Boy is standing just a little under 6 inches tall. And here's Spider-Boy next to our Peter Parker Spider-Man and our Miles Morales Spider-Man, who is standing at the very shortest over here, which is just not right. I am very much looking forward to getting an updated Miles Morales, though, with this body mold right here, and that would be perfect as far as the scaling goes, right? Yeah, that looks really good. Or that's gonna look really good. And then here's Spider-Boy next to a couple of heroes he's teamed up with. We have the VHS 2-pack Daredevil, and here's the Secret Wars Captain America. Hey, I found a use for that smiling head. Then here's Spider-Boy next to Electro. I couldn't think of his villains or anybody that I had in the collection that I remember who fought him, but I do remember that he bites Electro. And by the way, I would love to see a Helifino. Oh my god, that would be such a cool figure to have. Hasbro, please make it happen. That Helifino should come with the extra wide open hands that go with the Spider-Boy. Check this out. Savage Crucible sent over extra feet from the figure that I got from their Kickstarter because the ones that it came with were a little bit weak sauce. That would be cool if Hasbro did stuff like this. Harbinger Studios, thank you. Then here's Spider-Boy next to the only other figure from this wave that I've reviewed. We have Electro. Stay tuned for the other figures from this wave. I don't have them yet, but hopefully I get them soon. Then here's Spider-Boy next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, little buddy. Hey, don't worry. All of us have a little monster living inside of us. A lot of people don't know this, but I do tend to Hulk out time to time. It's not the only reason why I'm green. See? Well, hold on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'd like to thank you for watching. I certainly do appreciate it. And if you appreciated this video to the point where you feel like hitting that like button, I would appreciate that as well. If you don't want to miss out on my future content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to go so far as to get the perks, well, hey, you can hit that join button if you want to. This figure, I'm happy to have. I am glad that they made a Spider-Boy figure. It's just the execution of it is just not optimal. I really wish we had wide open hands. That's the biggest gripe. And I am kind of bummed out about the articulation. I feel like I wish they had made more modifications to the articulation. It feels like an older figure when I hold it and I pose it around. So it is a bit better, but not that much better. And I don't know. I wasn't expecting a whole ton more. I just wasn't expecting the figure to feel mundane once I started posing it around. So I'm not trying to be as mean as possible about it. It's just that's how it made me feel. I'm happy to have the character though, but I'm still bummed out about it. Does this make sense? There's a lot of feelings going on over here. And at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm going to give this Spider-Boy a Sud rating of meh. And I'd like to know what you guys think. You know, would you have rather have had the Bailey Briggs unmasked head over the monster face? I am happy that they went with the monster face instead. That's one thing I should have brought up earlier. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about the figure. I do read the comments, so leave a comment down below. If you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. Now we'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,
shot in your face.